We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 20. At the 24-yard line.
Ready? Mike 5-4. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, exit. Takes 3. 218, chop down.
2nd and 11. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, and he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. SOS.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Bravo! Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They're going to need some therapy after this. Go!
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Go! 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Go!
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Alert 3.
Topper!
Hey, watch it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hit it.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tremaine Johnson could not be contained on the corner blitz.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Now.
To throw on third down. Herbert. He'll air this one toward Coleman. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down now, it's Grant. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He is going to find Hill here. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Check, 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 check.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Herbert, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Let's go, D. Big series right
now a first down carry by Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Darnold down to throw. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Looking to throw. Herbert. This one caught by Ridley. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, he's going to let it go deep for the end. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You must be dreaming.
To throw is Darnold. They complete it to Hill. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A final shot before the break. Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go back to Grant. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They'll run it with Bell. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 45 on second down, Darnold, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Darnold for the red zone now. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Off play action. Herbert. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Coleman now. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
60 Pittsburgh. Whip. Watch the whip. Pilot, 64, whip. Ready?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
After the interception, here's Darnold. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Here's Darnold, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards, first down Niners. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, 49ers. Richie James, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. This is Coleman with a grab. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Coleman. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
And Brady, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and goal from the 1.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
Now again to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 56.
Darnold from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw. Herbert, open man here is Conklin. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Off play action. Herbert. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On the draw play, Coleman down to the 25. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, here's Coleman. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Ready! 18 Gator. Come on, General West.
Check 49, check 49.
On first down, Coleman. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. D Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Hey, I-7.
57 to Mike. 50.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On third down, it's Coleman. And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
56.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, But mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-2.